It's resilient, and it's built for Wisconsin's future. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/community growth to learn more.
There's power in your smile. Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster from Columbus Family Dental. Your smile can make or break a day, start a conversation, even double a dose of courage. At Columbus Family Dental, we are committed to protecting your grin from ear to ear. Young and old, orthodontics to cosmetics, we're here to make it that much easier to share your smile. Columbus Family Dental is now accepting every kind of smile. Call us today for a free, no-pressure consultation at 623-5559.
Getting to know your friends and neighbors, this is Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Good morning and welcome into Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Ashley Dobrzinski and Kale Zomer up in the WBEV studio with you this morning. Hometown Today is presented to you by our friends over at Professional Floor Covering. Professional Floor Covering is an Abbey Design Center located at 713 Park Ave in Beaver Dam. They are locally owned, and Randy and his team are here to help you design the perfect space. They have over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, area rugs, and window finishings. It's so much more than floors. They have a wide selection of kitchen and bathroom countertops, cabinets, tile, shower inserts, and more. But speaking of the floors, you can choose from many different styles, types, or brands of flooring. They have carpet, hardwood, laminate, LVP, tile, stone, and area rugs. Randy and his team will come out to measure, provide suggestions on type of flooring at price points to meet your budget. Go to PROFLR.com for all your flooring needs. And we are joined here today by Katie Schmidt-Hahn with Emily's Closet. Thank you so much for being here, Katie.
Thanks so much for having me.
Before we jump into the big dress sale coming up, can you tell us a little about Emily's Closet and how this all got started?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So Emily's Closet started in 2016. Just a quick little background. Emily Lyons was a 2014 graduate of Beaver Dam High School, and an amazing young woman, homecoming queen, kindness, all of those kind of amazing things like in a teen. And she went away to college and tragically lost her life in 2015 in a snowmobile accident. So Emily was all about giving kindness and passing it on to others. So a high school senior at the time in 2016 started Emily's Closet as a small way for about a prom resale dress thing. And it just kind of grew from there. So she started it, and then it's kind of built into this much bigger thing, I think, than we ever imagined, about passing on the dresses and the kindness onto others. So our daughter ended up taking it over, and as she's kind of gotten into her career, myself, Emily's mom, and kind of our tribe of people and our friends have taken it over and made it what it is today.
That's awesome. And you said it's been 10 years.
Yep.
What has the growth been like to see all of this?
The growth, I mean, it started with, less than 100 dresses. And now we are bursting at the seams. So, and to see people come in and even make connections for like the donation of dresses. So people coming in from out of state, we've had people that are like, hey, I heard about it, on Facebook or whatnot, and they were driving through and they stopped. So people coming from hours away, people locally. So just kind of how much it's spread and that ripple has spread. We've met people on vacation and have had dresses shipped in from out of state, from Boston. We just got a whole huge box of them last week from Michigan. So to see kind of it spreading and to be what it is amazing. So we are completely jammed on space. The amount of dresses we have is unbelievable. So we are super, super excited for this year.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about before the show about how it's grown from, it used to just be a month of donations, and now it spans the whole year.
Yeah.
Can you kind of talk about that and what it's like?
Yeah, absolutely. So, when you're trying to collect dresses in a 6-week or so time frame, prior to it, it can get a little bit crazy and it can get a little bit busy, and trying to make sure we're getting to wherever they need to go and whatnot. And Pine Hill Insurance has really stepped up to take year-round donations. So they're a Pine Hill Insurance located at 919 DeClark in town. They really stepped up to say, hey, you know what, we want to help you, and we will be a year-round donation site. So they've really helped us with that. Matera, which is where Dawn, Emily's mom, works, has been unbelievable. As we kind of ran out of space at our former sale locations, they've provided us a room to hold everything for storage of the dresses year-round. They set their conference room aside for about a week and a half prior, and then throughout the sale for us to hold it. So just to see like the community support that we've gotten throughout it just kind of warms your heart and makes you just feel good about who people are. Sometimes when you hear about the negative things in the world, just to kind of get some of that kindness is really, really special.
Oh, for sure. And definitely being able to see the community come together has
absolutely.
Awesome feeling.
Yeah.
And we mentioned talking about it's coming up in 10 days now.
Yes.
And it's going to be 3 days.
Yep.
Can you talk a little bit about the event?
Sure, absolutely. So, like I said, we take the donations year round, but then we do the sale. We used to do it just for 2 days, or actually used to do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but Sunday was always kind of that, I think it's that day of rest for everybody. Everyone's like, eh. So last year we did 2 days, but then we know that sometimes people are gone for the weekend prior, so we wanted to make sure we added. So we added in Thursday night this year, just to try to get the people too that were maybe missing that are heading out of town for the weekend, or sporting events, some of the girls that are in athletics right now. So we wanted to try and make another night available for people to make it available for them to get in. So we will set up this coming weekend for the sale, make sure we're going through all the dresses that we've received, make sure we're pricing them. We always make sure and kind of look at the styles and things like that and saying, okay, maybe these ones we can kind of shift on. We'll always have a free rack for those available, or if we're like, you know what, maybe the theater needs these. So we always try and also make sure we're passing it on to others, and the kindness, just like kind of Emily, who she was, and the kindness, we always call it the ripple effect. Yeah. So we always try and continue Emily's ripple effect of passing on the kindness and being good humans. And like my shirt and whatnot says, always be kind. It's just a simple thing that you can do. So anything that we can do for others. And prom's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
It's so expensive.
It is.
So, I mean, we had our 2 older daughters go in to prom, and they don't just go 1 year anymore.
Yeah.
Multiple years.
Yeah.
So the cost. So, I mean, our dresses range from $5 to $50, and they're either brand new, or they're very lightly worn and used one time, and people donate them. So it's just been super blessed to be able to pass that on to somebody. And we know some people still want to resell it because they want to get some of their costs back on their own. But for those that are like, nope, you know what, I really want somebody else to feel just as amazing in this, then we'll take it, and we'll let those people see how amazing they can feel in a dress without spending a fortune.
Yeah, I think my mom, my prom year was COVID. So I think my mom was, I was a junior, so I think my mom was pretty happy that she didn't have to spend money on 2 dresses.
Yeah, they're so crazily expensive.
Yes.
You know, and usually we try and do it. This is 1 week earlier, actually, than we usually do. But prom's April 11th, and we know that people have already started shopping. I work in the schools. I hear about it. So we're like, let's move it up a little bit, just so we can kind of get them before that hustle and bustle of spring break, too, which is in a couple weeks. But also before they really start kind of getting into the shopping and getting the dress that they want. So, yeah.
Well, we're going to dive more into Emily's Closet and what is coming up in just 10 days. But that's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
It's family time at Chula Vista with the right kind of fun for everyone. Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. Easy going with scenic river walks, a relaxing spa, or going all out in 80,000 square feet of indoor water park and cross-country skiing, sledding, snowshoeing, all right here. Check it out at chulavistaresort.com.
Discover Chula's Winter Wonderland. Miles of freshly groomed trails, skiing, sledding, snowshoeing. Check out bonus gift cards at chulavistaresort.com.
This week's 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam High School Athlete of the Week is Garrett Betcher of Beaver Dam High School. The senior competes on the Golden Beavers bowling and golf teams. His favorite high school moment is bowling at the state meet his junior season, and after graduation, he plans to enter the PGA golf program to become a head pro. Congratulations to Garrett Betcher of Beaver Dam. He's this week's 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam High School Athlete of the Week.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Our President's Day sale's going, and you can save big on all the brands you know, all the brands you love, and all the brands you trust. Did you know that no one sells Sealy for less than us? We have our Sealy Wintergreen Queen-Size Mattress starting as little as $399. We have our Safa Park Sealy Posturepedic Mattress starting as little as $499. And we have an amazing deal, free adjustable power base with purchase of select Sealy Posturepedic Dallas mattresses. Come in, shop local, and save with our free adjustable power base event with our Dallas tallest mattresses. Or save big on Purple. There's up to $800 off of Purple mattresses and Power Bases. Up to $800 off of select adjustable mattresses when you buy Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, or Stearns & Foster's. And take advantage with these big brands and these big names with no interest financing for up to 60 months interest-free on select mattresses purchases, $19.99 or more. Shop local and save big on all the brands you know, all the brands you love, and all the brands you trust. Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam, and Watertown.
Doctors Jackie and Colby McIntyre of Marshview Veterinary Clinic in Randolph are here for you if your pet isn't feeling well.
At Marshview Veterinary Clinic, we are happy to provide urgent care veterinary services to animals in our community. Urgent care cases come up all the time where you're all of a sudden realizing that your pet is bothering their ear. You need to have them seen. In many cases, we can be available within a day or so to see those cases.
To make an appointment, call Marshview Veterinary Clinic in Randolph today or visit marshviewvetclinic.com.
At Clearview, we ensure you that your stay is comfortable and personalized to meet your needs. Our experienced and compassionate staff will treat you like family, providing exceptional therapy, on-site doctors, and private rooms to make you feel at home. I'm Ashley Kuhn, Admissions Coordinator for Clearview. I'll personally meet with you to ensure a smooth transition. Give us a call today to schedule a tour at 920-386-3532. Clearview, where compassion is the heart of our exceptional care.
Hey neighbor, this is Randy, owner of Professional Floor Covering, welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. And we are joined here today by Katie Schmidt-Hahn with Emily's Closet. Sorry, excuse me. And before we jump in to the big sale, can you remind us who Emily was and her legacy and everything about her?
Yeah, absolutely. So Emily Sea Lions, she grew up here in Beaver Dam. Amazing young woman. I was fortunate enough to have her as a student, and her parents we are best friends with too. So I got to know her not only obviously as a student, but I was an honorary aunt. You know, she's my family, and she was. You know, there's amazing students out there, obviously. But she was like that one of a kind. Like she was kind to everybody. She'd talk to anybody, no matter who they were. You know, she didn't have some of those, I don't know, she just didn't care who you were. And she just had kindness, and she was passing it on to everybody, and she loved to make people smile. She actually ended up signing up to be an organ donor when she was in high school, and she was going to be part of the Lions Club. After her graduation, she was our homecoming queen, and she's beautiful young lady. She went to high school, was studying to be an optometrist, and she was on a snowmobile trip in February of 2015 and tragically lost her life in that accident. When she was in the hospital, her parents had no idea that she had actually signed up to be an organ donor. So she ended up, they went with her wishes, and she signed up, and she was an organ donor, and she saved the lives of 6.
Wow.
And she improved the lives of so many others in 22 states throughout. So to be able to make that decision too, like when you're in high school, like, hey, I want to be an organ donor, like that's huge.
Yeah.
To be able to know that and to do that and to pass on something when, you know, you're still a teen. Like you don't have a career yet, but to like make that at 16, 17 years old, like that's huge. So she did that, and that's been a huge thing that's really helped obviously her family, you know, like to continue to be involved. I don't think when people are organ donors, they don't realize, you know, as they've lost their loved one, how unbelievably difficult that is. But there's also the goodness that comes out, the impact that it's made not only on the families, the recipients of those that have been able to have their life saved, but even their life improved. You know, how much of an impact that can make on them. And you have that bond. So we have a huge connection with her pancreas recipient in Michigan. Him and his wife come in every year for our golf outing that we do, which I can mention that part later. But to have some of those connections, and we are hugely involved. Emily and her Dawn and her family are hugely involved in it. And obviously with them being our best friends, we also try and make sure we're just as involved with Donate Life and organ and tissue donation. So it's really just kind of being able to pass on that to others, and the connection that you make. It really is something that you kind of, I don't know, it just warms your heart, I guess. And I think even as I've aged, just the things that you feel and that that happen kind of behind the scenes and everybody involved that it is for an organ donation or tissue donation. Dawn and her husband did a cornea for the Lions Eye Bank this weekend, and they delivered to the Lions Eye Bank down in Madison this weekend. So just to be able to do those things and kind of still have that connection. And I mentioned before Emily's ripple effect. She kind of where Emily was and her kindness and who she was, it kind of just spread out like the ripples in the water. We want to make sure that we've continued that for her and in her honor. And I think that we're doing everything that we can. And I think that there's every day that she's above and she just smiles down and she's super proud and super happy of the things that we're doing in honor of who she is and who she was.
You guys are doing a great job continuing her legacy.
Yeah.
And speaking about her legacy, the money that you get at the dress sale goes towards a scholarship in her name. Can you talk a little about that?
Yep. So that scholarship was created with the Emily's Closet. So it's the Emily C. Lyons Scholarship. It goes to 2 students typically every year that are Beaver Dam High School seniors that are going to be graduating. So really they kind of exhibit a lot of who Emily was, that kindness, that good heart, and they get, usually it's at $2,000, like I mentioned, to go on and continue their education. Doesn't have to be 4-year. Trades are huge and a great way to go and kind of whatever they decide. But we want to make sure that who they are is similar to who Emily was and who that ripple effect. And we know that they're going to continue that. So all the money raised goes directly to that. If people want to just make a separate donation to the scholarship, they're welcome to do that through the high school. They can even go to the district office and make a donation that way. But anything that we raise, and typically it's about $1,000, but our dresses range from $5 to $50. So they're cheap. It's inexpensive. So anything that we raise goes directly to that scholarship, to those seniors, and we just keep passing it on and doing what we can in honor of Emily.
Yeah, and I bet it's a big sale.
Yeah, it's huge.
What all goes into it, and how do you manage and just put it all together?
Yeah, well, the way that it's grown, I think, is the hard part of making sure we have everything organized. This weekend when we set up, coming week when we set up, getting all the racks of dresses up to the conference room, going through all the new dresses and saying, okay, we got to price this. We have to sort that on this size rack and this size rack. This is short. Because we don't just have prom dresses. It started as just a prom dress resale. Now we have dresses of all sorts and all kinds. We have short dresses that somebody could wear for homecoming. We have the longer prom dresses. We have tons of prom dresses. That's our biggest thing. We've had people come in for bridesmaids dresses. We've had people come in to get things for black tie events. Dawn was the maid of honor in her other daughter's wedding, and she got a dress from Emily's Closet. And she wore it, which was amazing. So, you don't realize the things that you can get. Designs for You Bridal, which was our dress store downtown that just recently moved their location over to Montello. They didn't have enough space in their new location, so they just donated 40 brand new dresses.
That's awesome.
So I pulled up, and they said, we've got some dresses for you. I thought, some? Okay, good. Maybe 10.
Yeah.
And then I just loaded my trunk full of dresses. So, just to see what we get, to be able to pass 40 brand new dresses on to us. And we've had other places donate dresses along the way, and brand new dresses. And like I said, some are gently used. We've got the short, the long, the princess, the beaded, the big poofy, things. Former Miss Wisconsin is also involved in Donate Life. She's donated some of her pageant dresses from the past. So we're just super grateful to really see how much this has spread and kind of what has come. So it's not just high school prom girls that need to come. Obviously, we have a plethora of those dresses, and we want them to come in, and we've passed it to all the schools probably within a 30, 45-minute radius of Beaver Dam, to their principals to get the word out as well for those kids to come in. But even adult women, come on in. If you have a formal event, a black tie event, a wedding that you're going to, you want to just go out for an awesome night and look good, come on in. Just because you can get something so cheap and lightly used and looking brand new or new for such a cheap cost. And just to see the joy and the smile that it brings to people's face when they find that dress that goes, wow, this is exactly what I wanted. And you don't have to go to all these different stores or malls, or you don't have to order 40 dresses from Amazon or wherever it is you're ordering from now. Yeah. You can literally come and have hundreds and hundreds of dresses. We have changing rooms set up so you can try them on right there. We always like to give our, do you want us to give you our feedback? And then we give them their feedback, and, we've got the full length mirrors. So it's super casual. We don't, we are just kind of sitting back, hanging out, and let the women and the young women do their thing and give us a dress you don't want. We'll hang them back up. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop. We have accessories too. We've got some shoes. We even have some ties that have been donated along the way. So pretty much anything and everything that you want, you can get. And we know it's only a one weekend sale, but unfortunately, we just, we all have our full-time careers at the same point. So, but we do our best, and we think it's amazing. And to see people come back year after year, and to see the little girl that was 6 years old, seeing her junior, 16, 17-year-old sister, and now this girl's coming in. It's really, really neat to see these kids grow up and come back and get the repeat customers year after year. Yeah. So, we're excited.
It's a great thing that you all are doing over there. And that's not the only thing you do in memory of Emily. You also have a golf outing in July. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So that was started, Emily was a golfer, and that was started by some of her golf teammates. And this is, I think this is year 12 now. Oh, wow. I think we're going on year 12. So, and that was just kind of a fun way, and we raised money for that with everything related to Donate Life. So the UWOTD, the Lions Eye Bank, Restoring Hope Transplant House, which houses transplant families in Madison for a very, very cheap or minimal cost. We give all that money. So what started as this smaller thing, and I can't remember the exact number we raised the first year, but the last year we raised over $50,000. Wow. So to be able to give that money back to people, and it just all goes directly back in, besides obviously the cost for renting Old Hickory, but that's coming up July 11th. It's an all-day affair from the start. You get your awesome swag bags. You're hitting the links for your 18 holes, fun games along the way. Great weather every year. Knock on wood, is beautiful weather, and it always is. Thank you, Emily, for that. And then we have a huge plethora of silent auction items that you can bid on throughout. So, and then we have a band that always comes. We haven't booked that one. I think we're going to get that one, the same one we had last year. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. But yeah, that's coming up. So anybody that wants to make donations to the golf outing too, please reach out. You can find that also on Facebook. Emily's Closet is on Facebook, and then the golf outing. If you want to golf, you better get signed up, because it shuts down real quick. So but all that money, it's kind of continuing that ripple effect of what she does, to be able to go out and see people smile, but then to be able to give back to these organizations that really have helped Emily, but also kind of help us along the way over the years with things and whatnot. We're just super happy to be able to do that, and it's just an amazing time, and it's super fun. It takes an incredible amount of work to do not only Emily's Closet, but the golf outing is insane. So we're super excited about that coming up too, and looking forward to 80-degree weather.
Yes,
we're getting. I mean, this is a nice little tease we're getting.
Very nice. Yes,
but I know 30s at the end of the week. Shocker, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
right?
Literally.
Right.
Well, we only have about a minute left here, so can you? I'm going to give you the final thoughts.
Yeah. So Emily's Closet is next week on February 26th, Thursday, February 26th, from 5 to 7 p.m., Friday, February 27th, from 5 to 8 p.m., and Saturday, February 28th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It takes place at Matera, Wisconsin, which is at 555 Beichel Avenue right here in Beaver Dam. You can find us on Facebook at Emily's Closet. We have set up, we're showing some little quick previews of some dresses. After this weekend, I'll get a lot more out there, because I'll see the insane amount of dresses that we have. So make sure you check us out. At least come on over, and I guarantee you're going to walk out with at least one dress. Guaranteed. Yeah. 100%. So come on out and shop with us. We'd love to see you all.
Well, definitely check it out, and thank you so much, Katie.
Thank you so much for having me. We really, really appreciate the support.
Of course. And next on Hometown will be Diana Ogle with the Park Village Shopping Center. That's next on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Iran's top diplomat is meeting with a UN nuclear watchdog in Geneva a day before a second round of talks are scheduled with the negotiators in the U.S. tomorrow. ABC's Ian Pannell has more on how the U.S. military buildup is playing a role with Iran.
I think it's this kind of carrot and stick negotiating tactics by the United States. So we know that they're about to deploy a second carrier strike group. This is a U.S. aircraft carrier together with battleships from off the coast, essentially essentially of Venezuela, where they took part in the military action to capture Nicolas Maduro, capture and arrest him. That the USS Gerald Ford is expected to make its way to the Middle East. That certainly adds pressure on Iran to make concessions.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio meeting with Ukraine's president over the weekend on talks ending the war. Another video released by Nancy Guthrie's daughter Savannah as her disappearance stretches on for 2 weeks. This is ABC News.
Hey, it's Stacy from Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Stay tuned to my friends here at 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge, live from the Slumberland Furniture Studio.
Now this news update on Wisconsin Radio Network. I'm Tad Allen. A northern Wisconsin pipeline project clears another hurdle. A judge last week upheld a Wisconsin DNR permit granted last year for the $450 million Enbridge Line 5 project. It allows for construction of 41 miles of new oil pipeline around reservation lands of the Bad River Band of Lake Superior Chippewa. A Madison woman is headed for trial on animal mistreatment charges. 39-year-old Laura Woodward ran an in-home pet care business. Woodward is charged with 1 count of felony mistreatment of animals causing death and 14 misdemeanor counts of mistreatment of animals. And during National Heart Month, the Red Cross is stressing the importance of getting CPR and first aid certified. There are multiple ways for people to get certified, including in-person, online, or hybrid courses. You can visit redcross.org for more information.
My mom is a veteran and she was injured in the line of duty.
I hurt my leg in a training accident when she was only 2 years old.
She had 7 different surgeries over the span of 9 years, and there were tons of complications.
I'm doing much better now. I may have lost my leg, but I've gained so much. I got my joy back.
We got our mom back, thanks to DAV.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans like Sandy get the health and disability benefits they've earned.
My victory is getting my life back.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement, and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
In sports, Beaver Dam's Landon Groh qualified for the WIAA State Individual Wrestling Tournament with a runner-up finish at the sectional on Saturday. There's a handful of area wrestlers that have qualified for state. You can see the full list at DailyDodge.com. The girls wrestling sectional is next weekend. The WIAA State Girls Basketball playoff pairings have been released. Beaver Dam gets a first-round bye and a 3 seed. They'll host number 6 Slinger on Friday, February 27th in a D2 semifinal. Other area teams with first-round byes include Marquezan, Lomira, Randolph, and Fall River. Get a look at all the area matchups on the sports tab at DailyDodge.com. You can rewatch all of this weekend's 14:30 ESPN Beaver Dam Slam at the Dam basketball games on the sports tab at DailyDodge.com. Tyler Reddick won the Daytona 500 on Sunday. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is second. Joey Logano third. Talk Badger men's basketball tonight at 7 during the Greg Gard Show at ESPN Beaver Dam. Women's college hoops, Minnesota 83, Wisconsin 60. That's your Daily Dodge Sports Center. I'm Wade Bates on 95.3 WBEV.
Start your morning off right with the WBEV Morning Show with Wade Bates and Sherry Sackett. Weekdays from 6 to 9 on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Lots of sunshine today with daytime highs approaching 58. Winds out of the west 8 to 15 miles per hour. Lows dip down to about 34. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. Highs around 47. Tomorrow, cloudy skies. Chance for rain Wednesday and Thursday, 57. Wednesday, 49. Thursday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Right now, 43.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Energy does more than power homes and businesses. It powers progress. Whether it's supporting new businesses coming to town or helping existing ones expand, our efforts create jobs and improve the places we all call home. At Alliant Energy, we're not just meeting today's energy needs, we're building a stronger energy future for all. It's reliable, it's resilient, and it's built for Wisconsin's future. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/community growth to learn more.
Hey, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering. You're listening to Hometown Today on the 5,000-watt flamethrower on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge, and presented to you by our friends over at Professional Floor Covering. And we have the great Diana Ogle on the phone with us here today. Diana, how are we?
Oh, Ashley, I am blessed and unstoppable today.
Well, you must be. I mean, the weather is phenomenal out today, isn't it?
Well, you're welcome. I ordered that. You're welcome.
You ordered it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the weekend was so beautiful.
I
Today
know.
It's going to be upwards to 60. I did see a motorcycle on Sunday, and I'm like, all right, we're in Wisconsin. You bet.
Yep. I know. It's
We're good
beautiful.
to go.
And when it's beautiful out, you just want, there's just things that you want. You want to be outside. You want to do things. And what's better to do than head over to the Park Village Shopping Center?
Well, I'm telling you, we've got it all covered over there. We've got food, we got fun, we got, you name it, we got it. And every year, you know, the Beaver Dam Pepper Festival rolls around. So it's the second Saturday in September. And this year it will be the 13th annual Beaver Dam Pepper Festival. And I know, it's so exciting. And the team on the Pepper Fest, we always like to donate back to the community. So last year in 25, we donated money to the Beaver Dam Ride Project. It's for those cats that want to put that skate park together.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were excited to do that. I mean, what a great bunch of people to work with. Big heart, super helpful. I mean, there was this cat named Zach was just running around like a crazy man. And then we got Jesse, who does, I mean, he's very passionate. He's also a police officer in Beaver Dam. We thank him for that. But these folks are passionate about this, and they want to get kids to be outside. They want to get them engaged and have vitamin D in their body. I mean, it's all good. So this Thursday at the Pizza Ranch from 5 to 8, they're having a fundraiser for the Beaver Dam Ride Project.
Awesome.
So my adorable husband, Greg, and I will be there. We'll be helping. There might even be an appearance by Larry the Pepper. Maybe.
Oh, he's coming out. That's awesome.
He's coming out. He's coming out. So, I mean, it's all good. I mean, this community is so fun and vibrant to support all the local charities and things that we have. And there's a ton of them here, but that's just because Beaver Dam's got a big heart. That's all that means.
Awesome.
So, folks, do yourself a favor. Grab some awesome pizza. Their chicken is pretty darn good, too. I mean, people always say, oh, I love Pizza Ranch. You know, yeah, but I really love their chicken.
Yeah, I never.
And it is good.
It is good, which is like just like wild to me. That
I know.
It has
Pizza
good
Ranch
chicken,
and their
yeah.
chicken's good. Yeah. Yeah. So we will be there this Thursday from 5 to 8 at the Beaver Dam Pizza Ranch, and we're going to be help supporting the Beaver Dam Ride Project. Come out and support these folks. You know, I mean, they've got some gift cards and different things they're going to be doing, so it's just going to be a fun day. Bring the kids, bring the mom and dads, the grandmas and grandpas, and everybody enjoy a good time. Support a community event, and like I said, Larry the Pepper's kind of dusting his pepper stem off, so he's ready to roll.
It must be when it's warm out. He comes out when it's warm.
Oh yeah, Larry don't come out when it's too cold. No, he can't do it. So he's a warm weather dude, you know.
He is.
Come join. Like I said, come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun this Thursday.
And Diana, did you have a good Valentine's Day?
I did. I'll tell you what we did. We went and visited, my husband and I. We didn't give each other a gift. We went out for dinner, but we went and visited a friend of ours in the hospital in Milwaukee.
Well, that's
so that
awesome.
was kind of our gift. I said, let's just go spread a little love to some folks. So we had a buddy of ours that's in the hospital, and we went and hung out with him for a few hours on Saturday. So it was all good.
Well, great. And I bet we'll be seeing you soon here at the Poker Run on Wednesday. Saw you last week.
Absolutely. Yeah, you saw me last week. We're going to do it again. I got a decent card. Of course, we all get good cards. The very first card is always a good one. Absolutely. We're going to be coming out. It's at Benvenuto's, I think, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's at Benvenuto's, yeah. So Wednesday, Benvenuto's, grab some pizza and some pasta and all that good stuff. And then Thursday night, go to the Beaver Dam Bride Project fundraiser at Pizza Ranch. So it's just a plethora of good eating food.
Exactly. It's going to be a good week. And you got to remind me before you head out.
I shop Park Village Shopping Center. You should too.
Awesome. Well, Diana, we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday and talking with you next week.
You betcha, sister. Have the best of the rest of your day, baby.
You too. Bye. And when we come back on Hometown Today, we will be talking a little President's Day, Kale and I. That's next year on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Wisconsin needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Oh, I'm so sad. I'm Wally, and I'm just so sad.
What's got you feeling so down, Wally?
Oh, hey, Randy from Professional Floor Covering. I spent my new radio money on a mansion, but the floors look like a bad Facebook Marketplace ad. How am I supposed to spend all winter staring at this?
Well, wipe those tears, my dear Wally. At Professional Floor Covering, we have the perfect solution for your mansion mayhem. Like a wide selection of carpet, hardwood, laminate, LVP tile, and more. We'll measure and provide the design suggestions, all at prices you'll love. Need more than flooring? Get brand new cabinets and countertops, or a luxurious shower or tub conversion. Professional Floor Covering has everything you need to transform your space before you're shut in for the winter.
Randy, you're a hero.
That's quite the exaggeration, Wally. But when it comes to the selection at Professional Floor Covering, there's no embellishment when we say we'll find you everything. Just visit PROFLR.com or our showroom in Beaver Dam today and see for yourself.
1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV are proud to be South Central Wisconsin's spot for local high school play-by-play. High school sports fans are passionate, loyal, and hold on to a lifetime of memories. You can be a part of those memories and build your business's brand along the way by partnering with us to sponsor high school sports. For more info on how you can become part of the excitement, leave a message at 920-885-4442 or click the Contact Us tab at dailydodge.com.
Hi, this is Randy, owner of Professional Floor Covering, and you're listening to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge, and presented by our friends over at Professional Floor Covering. How are we today, Kale?
Good morning, Miss Ashley. I'm doing, you know what? I'm tired. I had a busy weekend, but it's kind of nice to have this weather on Monday to kind of perk me up a little bit.
Kale, the weather is making me so happy.
It was great. Did you get anything? Good done this past weekend with the warm weather? Anything you normally wouldn't have been able to do?
Yeah, went to Madison yesterday. Got to walk around, see everything. Yeah, it was fun. It was nice to not be freezing cold.
It was.
Yeah.
There was a couple things I did this weekend that normally would not happen in February.
Yep.
Number one, actually got the chance to completely take down and put away all Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
There is no evidence left whatsoever of the holidays. Which part of the reason I'm so exhausted, because that is.
I bet.
I started to realize, I'm like, man, I don't know what's more work, putting these up or taking them down.
Yeah.
They're both about equal. But mid-February, I was driving around running errands. I had the windows down in the car. Did you do that this weekend? Yep. How good did that feel?
Amazing.
That was so
Amazing.
nice. I got home and I went to it was actually after I left here Saturday, after helping out a little bit with slamming the dam, and I drove home, and I got home and I said to my wife, I said, I just drove home with not only did I turn the heat off in my car, my windows were down. It was fantastic.
It was awesome.
And we had windows open the house all weekend, too.
Oh, that's
awesome.
the best.
So nice. Love it. Wish it was continuing. Fortunately, back to reality and more normal
I know. What is
temperatures.
it? When does it change?
Well, we start to go down after today. Tomorrow's still not too bad. We're gonna. I think we're looking at like high 40s or so tomorrow.
Yeah, it says tomorrow's gonna be 50.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have a cold spell Friday through Monday, but then Tuesday's gonna be back up to 40.
Yeah, and then like midweek you get a little spike, but you're gonna get some like rain and clouds with the warmer temps, and then by the weekend we're back into the 30s and normal February weather. So, but today, Ashley, a lot of the kids are off school because and don't check the mailbox because you're not going to be getting any mail today because it is President's Day today. And so I thought I want to test you. I have no idea how much of a presidential history buff you are. You might be super smart. You may not know a darn thing.
It's probably on the don't know anything.
I suspect you're somewhere more in the middle.
I think I'm more in the middle. Yeah.
You're a pretty smart cookie. So we got some President's Day trivia for you. And it's kind of lesser known presidential trivia.
Okay.
So if I'll give you the question as is, and if you don't know, say don't know, I'll give you some clues, okay?
Okay.
Question number 1. This American president's inaugural speech only lasted 90 seconds.
I have no idea.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. It may have been the shortest ever because every other president that came after him's speech was longer.
Was it George Washington?
George Washington, yes. First
that's
president.
Funny.
I mean, back then, they probably didn't realize how long it should be. I think it still should be 90 seconds, to be honest.
Yeah, we don't need to do the whole thing.
We don't. We really don't. Speaking of George Washington, our current presidential salary since the early 2000s, this was set, is about $400,000 a year. What was George Washington's first annual salary as president?
It had to be like less than 10 grand.
Think so?
Yeah.
$25,000.
Really?
Not bad for those days.
No, I bet that was like.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I should do the math. I suspect that probably hasn't kept up with inflation, I'm guessing. Okay, this is always a good one. I love seeing how good people are at doing this because I think most people can get about halfway through this and then struggle. Which 4 presidents are on Mount Rushmore?
Oh no.
I always think 2 of the 4 are easy, and then the other 2 I can never remember.
Isn't it Teddy Roosevelt?
Teddy Roosevelt.
Is Abraham Lincoln on it?
Abe.
Oh, no. I don't know the other ones.
See, I can always get Abe, and I can always get George Washington.
George Washington is on it.
Our first president, yep. Teddy Roosevelt, as you mentioned. The last one I really struggle with, though. Now, I think you're a Hamilton fan, right?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, okay. Then this doesn't help. I thought you were a Hamilton fan because this president gets named quite a bit in that.
Thomas Jefferson. Then?
Thomas Jefferson is number 4.
Why those 4? Do you know?
Well, I mean, George Washington makes sense. He's our first president. Abe Lincoln, obviously, one of the most influential presidents in our history, right? Did some of the most. Thomas Jefferson, I think, because of what he was on, like. The Declaration of Independence or whatever.
But why Teddy Roosevelt?
Teddy Roosevelt, I'm not entirely sure why. But how about this? What is the only U.S. coin in which a president's head faces right? All the other coins, they face left, but one coin, the president faces right. Do you know which coin?
No.
Maybe, here's your hint. Technically, it's not a U.S. coin anymore.
The penny?
Yeah, and who's on the penny?
Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln. He faces right. All the other
Really?
Yep, all the other coins the
I'm
president
going to have to look at my coins when I'm...
Now you're going to be looking at your nickels and dimes and quarters and 50-cent piece. I don't know about the dollar. Maybe the silver dollar. Maybe that is too. Let's see what else. Who was the first president that lost a re-election bid? So served one term, ran for re-election, but lost, didn't get the second term. Who was the first president that happened to? There's been others since, but who was the first?
Oh, I don't know.
John Adams.
Really?
Our second president. Yep, he served his first term and then ran again, but was defeated by Thomas Jefferson. Let's see. Who was the first? This is crazy. Who was the first American president to actually be born in a hospital? Before that, they were basically born at home.
Oh my gosh. I have no idea.
So here's what's wild to me is that the answer to this question was a president who has been alive in our lifetime.
What?
Yes.
That's wild.
Jimmy Carter, who just passed away, 2 years ago, 3 years? I don't know.
He was the first president born in a hospital?
He was the first president actually born in a hospital. Isn't that wild?
What?
I never would have. I thought it would have gone way further back than that.
I was thinking I'm
not surprised that a George Washington and hospitals went around back then, but yeah.
I was going to be like John Kennedy had to have.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Yeah.
That's hard to believe. Okay, this is an interesting one. Which president nearly died from scarlet fever at the age of 3? Also had German measles and whooping cough, and allegedly had asthma, jaundice, chickenpox, diphtheria, malaria, pneumonia, colitis, bladder issues, a spastic colon, prostate disease, and hemorrhoids.
I'm going to guess FDR.
Incorrect. More current.
Like 2000s current?
No, not that current.
Oh. Richard Nixon.
You're getting closer to the right era. 60s.
Lyndon Johnson?
60s.
Lyndon Johnson?
I'll give you one last hint that will probably give it away. It's ironic that he survived all of these given how he died.
JFK?
JFK. Survived
really?
all of those illnesses and health issues only to be
crazy.
Assassinated by bullet. So there you go. Some Presidential Day trivia for you. How was... we talk a lot about AI, Ashley. It's becoming very, very prominent. And we're starting to see this trend, and you and I have talked about this, of people starting to have essentially romantic relationships with their AI bots. And it was kind of a bummer of a Valentine's Day for some AI users, and they felt like their relationship was broken off because on Friday, OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, shut down version 4.0. We're on version 5.2 now, and you wonder, well, why would people be upset that 4.0 went away? Well, some hardcore users on 4.0 said they really, really liked it because it was much more natural and warm-sounding and human and relationship-like than the newer versions. They say, some of the people say the newer version sounds a little bit more what you think AI would sound like. Yeah, exactly.
It sounds
so they say. We feel like a relationship ended, or they say it's like if your best friend suddenly changed overnight and wasn't the same person. So why did they get rid of 4.0? Well, OpenAI said they ditched it because only 0.1% of customers were actually using it anymore. However, it's worth noting that they were also being sued because 4.0 didn't have like the same safety guardrails as 5.2 does. But if you are in a romantic relationship with your AI bot, and you've always thought, gosh, I would really love to, go out on a date, but, I don't want to go sit at Benvenuto's with it and be right?
Oh,
there's
my
going to be some
gosh.
eyes on you. Be like, what is this person doing?
Yeah.
Well, luckily for you, the first AI dating cafe opened over the weekend.
I'm sorry, why are we allowing this?
It was out in New York. It's called Eva Cafe, EVA Cafe. So you're probably wondering, well, what is an AI dating cafe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, honestly, so I've seen video of it. There was a video. It's just a cafe. It's nice. It's pretty nice, but it's cafe. The idea is basically they give you like a stand for your phone to stand it up so you can be on a date with your AI. But really, all it is it's a safe space to be able to date your AI without judgment at like a normal cafe or restaurant. So you're not going to be judged if you're in there because you're with like-minded people. That's basically all there is to it.
What? Okay. I don't know what else to say. I got nothing for you.
I take it you're not really interested in a romantic relationship with your AI.
No, I haven't even named mine. I just Mine, yeah. What did he? Where I call it a he, but I don't actually know what it is. They said something to me last time. Oh, I asked them because I've been having wisdom tooth problems. I asked them what would be like the best, what's like really good for me to do, and they were like, wisdom teeth pain like sucks. I get what you're saying. And I was like, how do you get what I'm saying? You don't have teeth.
It's really funny you say that because, a lot of people I've talked to have named their AI.
Yeah.
A lot of them have just asked it, like, what do you want to be called?
Yeah.
We even had somebody that we know that that actually asked it, like, hey, what would you look like? Show me an image of what you would look like if you were a human. I'd kind of refused to do that. I'm like, I don't want to humanize this thing too much.
No.
But I finally decided I've given my AI a name. But there's a bit of a caveat here.
Uh-oh.
So I've named it Rover.
Rover?
Yeah. Do you want to know why I've named it Rover?
No. Why?
Where would you more commonly hear the name Rover?
Yeah. Why'd you name it?
No. Where would you normally hear the name Rover? Like when you hear Rover, what do you think of?
A vacuum.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not a dog?
But I think that's because my mom's like obsessed with the vacuums and she names them weird things. Yeah.
Because I think most people would think of a dog.
Yeah, that too.
And that's exactly why I named it Rover, because it's sort of like a dog. I've realized really its only mission in life is to try to please me, much like a dog. They just want to please their human.
Yeah.
It just, unfortunately, it has a lot of accidents and just ends up pooping on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. That's actually a great analogy of what ChatGPT is.
How it goes with me.
Yeah. Huh. I love that. Well, that'll do it for us today. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Our President's Day sales going